Well, everyone, the most unexpected and craziest thing literally just happened to Blade and Sorcery Nomad that will literally change the game forever. So without further ado, let's jump into the latest update news that Cosby and the Baron has dropped for us. So with the Bayeth updates, the first one is going to be the Rakta update, adding kind of like Japanese aesthetic, which is really cool. So it says that this update is an amalgamation of East Asian cultures. This was the design for the whole team. So let's get into what's included. There's new weapons, and finally, officially, Blade and Sorcery is adding the classic katana as a base game weapon. We now have, I know everyone's been using a mod of it, and we've had it for years at this point, but it's huge that we have a base game katana. But after all these mods, we get to finally say that the katana is officially in canon in the Blade and Sorcery universe, and that's awesome. It's blowing my mind. Now we also have throwing stars like shurikens, which looks so cool. But apparently the shurikens is going to operate a little bit differently than the classic throwing. So they said with a little bit of dev trickery, the shuriken is kind of different, where it throws and actually spins in air, which looks really cool. There's actually like a little gif of it I could probably find for you guys. Here it is right here. It's spinning as it throws. So we have some of the announcements on the Steam page as well as the meta page, and I'm trying not to cross these wires too much because it's two totally sets of different information. Yes, both the Nomad and PC players will get this update together. You have things like size, you have the climbing, you have the big Guando type glaive thing, you have a Naginata. So it's awesome to see all this stuff. It really looks like they took the things from the medieval mega pack from Sushin, which he's a dev on it, so it makes sense. But what's interesting is this right here. It says the Reiki are being magical warriors, and there's a dual-bladed magic staff we're taking a look at. But that begs the question: will the NPCs be able to do this type of magic? I don't know. We'll see. Now, of course, there's going to be new armor that the Reiki they're going to have, but unfortunately, there's no preview of it just yet. But here's what's crazy. There are achievements being added to the game if you care about that. Things like Steam achievements, meta achievements. That's cool. So now there's actually something to unlock and have forever in your game. It's not just a sandbox game, guys, I'm telling you. Now, as far as the release date goes, the team is still working on the bug fixes for the content, and despite the appearance that it may look nearly ready, in reality, things like the weapons have some collider issues and they're phasing due to their thin design. So they don't want to release it just yet. They're being a little reluctant about it, of course, but they're just trying to ballpark an October release. So that's literally right around the corner if you're watching this video currently. It is awesome that we're getting all these weapons and armors, and I'm so excited to see things like this being added to the game that aren't just mods. It's really cool just to have more weapons in the game, and more weapons like this means NPCs have a chance of using them as well. So now let's move on to the actual crazy news for Nomad players. It says scripting strikes back. So right now, to save the craziest for last, many of you know that Nomad mods have always been it's always been limited compared to the PC mods due to the inability for modders to add their own code onto Nomad. They basically use two separate scripting languages. And to try to address this, a few years back, they introduced scripting as a beta. It was a little bit messy, but it let modders add more advanced mods to Nomad, things like event linkers, and them able to figure things out. But it always meant it was modders trying to figure things out and brute force it. But it brings us to today. They have discovered a massive improved tech options that has blown the lid right off of scripting. So Warp Frog has been secretly working with modders to do tests and get feedback from modders with outstanding optimism. And you look at all the screenshots of all the modders they work with. Genix, Bread, Silk, Hugeon, all the greats. Of course, Liniga is in there. So what does this mean for us? You're probably thinking neat, but who cares, right? It's Nomad. Is this crazy? Yes, it is very crazy because you now will be able to get actual multiplayer. I'm not kidding you. Actual multiplayer running on Nomad with crossplay. You could be in Nomad playing with a PC VR user together, thanks to Adamantium's mod, and of course thanks to this new scripting. So new script mods can bring brand new spells, new skill trees finally, and possibly, no promises, but it is possible that the Outer Rim can officially come over. It's up to that modder to create it. Once again, this doesn't mean that all mods will magically work. It's up to those modders to update them. Please don't pester these modders. If they want to, they will do it, okay? So it's not just like, please do it. Do not bother these modders. If they want to do it, they will do it. But potentially things like the Outer Rim, Carnage Reborn, basically every single mod that you've seen me use in PC can now come over to Nomad once this the scripting language drops. So as of right now, that scripting has not dropped yet, so don't immediately say, why don't these mods work? You literally have to wait for it. There is technically a way you can get it early if you know what you're doing. You could opt into the beta and test at your own, but just wait. It's better to wait. And that's basically what I wanted to tell everyone. This now is literally crazy to see Nomad not only just be able to get infinitely better mods, like I'm talking infinitely better mods, but multiplayer. I trolled for years and it's happening. So, I mean, I had nothing to do with it, but I feel like my tenacity and will of spirit as Nomad Drifter made it happen with all of these spells we cooked up, with all trying to open the secret doors. We did it, boys. The golden age of Nomad is officially here. And now that is going to officially announce the full-on war between Nomad and PC. So when we're in multiplayer, the Nomad versus the PC, let's make it happen in a friendly way, of course. Don't be a jerk about it. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. It's free to do so. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and of course, leave a comment. Let me know what you are the most excited about. I think I could probably venture a guess. But other than that, I'm Nomad Drifter here from Downloadable Content, and I will see you next time.